Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I cover a wide range of topics, from global investing to niche markets and all the financial strategies that you can apply to your portfolio. So if you're interested in anything related to investing, finance, and emerging markets, make sure to hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any future content. Today we're diving into a topic that's captivated investors for years, one that's as mysterious as it is intriguing: the Iraqi dinar. By now, you've probably heard about it, or at least come across rumors and stories from people who swear the dinar is the ticket to huge riches. Maybe you've even seen forums or websites that claim the dinar is about to revalue, turning anyone with a few $100 into a millionaire. Some folks are buying dinars as low as $26 for 25,000 dinars, hoping that one day that small investment will become something much, much bigger. But what's really going on with the Iraqi dinar? Why are people investing in it? Who's buying it? And most importantly, is it really a great investment or just a big speculative gamble? Well, today we're going to dig deep and break it all down. Let's take a close look at the Iraqi dinar, the story behind it, the factors that drive its potential, and whether or not you should consider investing in it. I'm going to share some fascinating insights with you, so stay tuned. Let's start by understanding why people are even interested in the Iraqi dinar in the first place. The Iraqi dinar is not your typical foreign currency. It's not a major player in the global market like the US dollar, the euro, or even the Japanese yen. It's a currency that's tied to a country that's been rebuilding for years after enduring decades of conflict, political instability, and economic hardship. Iraq, once a vibrant and prosperous country, has been through war after war, including the Gulf War, and was deeply affected by the sanctions and instability that followed. Yet, despite all of this, people are betting on the idea that Iraq's economy will bounce back. And this is where oil comes in. Iraq sits on one of the world's largest proven oil reserves, over 140 billion barrels, making it one of the top 5 oil producers globally. Oil is Iraq's economic backbone, and it's what gives the country its potential for massive growth. When a country controls this much oil, there's always the chance that its economy could skyrocket, especially if global oil prices rise and stability returns. So, here's the big idea. If Iraq's economy stabilizes and reforms take hold, the Iraqi dinar could significantly increase in value. That's why some investors are putting their money into the dinar, hoping for a long-term upside as Iraq's economy strengthens. But that brings us to the next point. How much are people really investing in the dinar? I had a conversation with a dinar broker who's been in the business for years, and he shared something surprising. Most people who buy dinar aren't dropping thousands of dollars into it. In fact, the average investor is usually buying just a few thousand dinars, anywhere from 25,000 to 500,000 dinars, which costs between $26 to $500 USD, depending on the exchange rate. For many, it's a small, test-the-waters type of investment. It's kind of like buying a lottery ticket, but with a long-term view. The price is low enough that it doesn't feel like a huge risk, and the potential upside is enticing. And here's the interesting part. If you own even just 25,000 dinars, you're already in the top 0.5% of all dinar investors. This is a super niche market, and spending that small amount already puts you in a very exclusive group. But don't think it's just the small-time investors in the game. There are some big players in this market, what I like to call the dinar whales. These are the individuals who've put in millions or even billions of dinars, betting that a revaluation will come and change their financial fortunes forever. In fact, I heard one fascinating story about a woman in Spokane, Washington, who reportedly holds over 1 billion dinars. Imagine that, 1 billion. That's not a small investment, that's someone betting big on Iraq's future. And while this story may sound like an outlier, it's not unique. There are other high rollers out there sitting on massive amounts of dinars, waiting for the day when they might cash in big if the dinar revalues. So what is driving this belief that the Iraqi dinar might revalue? What are the key factors investors are looking at? Well, one of the reasons some people are so optimistic about the dinar is because of Iraq's financial system. Iraq, like other oil-exporting nations, holds accounts with the U.S. Federal Reserve. And here's something that many people don't realize. According to Iraqi officials like Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, Iraq has full control over these accounts. No foreign power can freeze or seize Iraq's money. This gives Iraq some financial autonomy and provides an element of security. And speaking of security, Iraq is also undergoing some significant shifts in its financial system. For years, a large portion of Iraq's economy was dependent on cash transactions, which made tracking and controlling the flow of money difficult. Now, Iraq is moving toward a more modern banking system that involves electronic transactions. This means that Iraq is moving toward greater transparency, reducing corruption, and improving overall financial tracking, which could provide the stability needed for long-term growth. These are all positive signals for the future of the Iraqi economy and, in turn, the value of the dinar. A stable financial system can lead to a stronger currency, and as Iraq continues to develop, some investors believe the dinar could grow in value. But here's the million-dollar question. Will the dinar actually revalue? Well, the truth is, nobody knows for sure. While Iraq's economy has shown signs of improvement, it's still fragile. The government is working on reforms, but progress is slow, and the country faces significant challenges. Although the Iraqi dinar is pegged to the US dollar right now, helping keep it stable, that also means it's unlikely to soar overnight. So should you invest in the dinar? Let's weigh the pros and cons. On the plus side, the entry cost is low. You can get started with as little as $26, and there's potential for a huge upside if Iraq's economy does take off. For some investors, it's a way to diversify their portfolios, especially those who enjoy high-risk, speculative investments. But on the flip side, it's an extremely speculative play. There are no guarantees. The dinar could stay stagnant or worse, lose value if Iraq's economy doesn't stabilize. Also, selling dinars isn't as easy as selling stocks or crypto. You have to find a buyer, and that could take time. Another big concern? Scams. This is a highly speculative market, and, unfortunately, there are people out there looking to take advantage of naive buyers. So if you do decide to buy dinars, be sure to do your research and only buy from trusted, reputable dealers. So what's the bottom line here? If you're considering investing in the Iraqi dinar, the most important thing is to do your homework. Understand the risks and never invest more than you can afford to lose. While that $26 might seem like a small gamble, it is still a gamble. Hope is not a strategy, due diligence is. Now I want to hear from you. Are you holding any Iraqi dinars right now? How much have you invested? Do you think a revaluation is on the horizon, or is it all just hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think and continue the conversation. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and as always, invest wisely, and I'll see you in the next one.